There we go, that's kind of weird. I had the camera pointing the wrong way. Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we, peoples? Because I need your help. Right, so this is a weird sort of video, so there is no preparation done for this other than me for the past week being stuck on a puzzle. And that is why I've decided today to just do an impromptu live video on the YouTube channel asking for your help, because I am in my near mid 50s and I'm a dumb arse because I can't work out how to transform a transformer. So at Christmas I got this. Please excuse the fact that the image is mirrored. For some reason my iPad just likes to mirror things, but you can see what I've got. I have got a big arse transformer. Age of the Primes Titan class, the 13-star Optimus Prime. Out of all that title, I understood the word transformer and I understood Optimus Prime. So I have got this. Now I'm spinning the box around, which clearly means that the transformer is no longer in the box. But, and what I have, you can see him behind me. See? There's Optimus Prime. Now in the box, obviously I'm going to show you Optimus. This is the Optimus Prime. It is really solid. I really do like it. This is the first transformer I have ever owned in my entire life. I was more of a Star Wars person or anything sort of movie related. Yes, I know there's been Transformers movies, but I was more Star Wars, Star Trek, Superman, all that sort of stuff. And for some reason, I did own some He-Man figures at one point. Now, I have now inherited this wonderful Optimus Prime transformer. Now, out of the box, there was a little bit of assembly required, so I had to sort of put the guns on, put the muzzle flashes on, and clip a few bits and pieces together. So for example, in there is the leg with the truck, and there's a tiny little transformer in there. But the problem I've got now, guys, girls, cats, dogs, sheep and llamas and pigeons who are watching this, is I don't know how to transform it into a truck. Now I am more than happy to just keep Optimus Prime as a robot on a shelf because it's instantly recognizable when anybody walks in this room. I say anybody, Annette or the cat. Oscar is sleeping to my right hand side, Annette is to my left doing the diamond painting. Annette also has her own YouTube channel, Annette's Mini Brands Unboxing. I'll pop the link below this video, so go check that out. She opens toys and everything, including Star Wars ones. Now I did think about asking Annette if she knows how to transform this transformer into a truck. However, she gave me that look which basically says no, I don't know. Now there are instructions with this transformer, but even with the instructions I can't work out how to do it, because either because I'm stupid or because I'm just not familiar with transformers, or because these instructions are kind of not that amazing. So I can't quite work out how to transform it. Now me being me, and me being a male of course, we don't read instructions. We just like to work out how to do it, and then we go, oh, can't get it right, and then last resort we go to the instructions. However, in this case, I did that, but then I did go to the instructions pretty fast, but I could not make head nor tail of how to transform this into a truck. What makes it worse, guys, girls, cats, dogs, pigeons, sloths, llamas and turtles who are watching this, I even have a picture of what it looks like when it's transformed into a truck, and I still can't work it out. So I'm kind of stuck. So I thought, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a YouTube video begging for you lot help in how to actually transform this. So I'm going to make myself look like a complete tool by just trying to work it out on camera. And if anybody, I've got the chat room window open, so if anybody can work it out, then let me know. I will show you a quick clip of the instructions, but obviously I'm not going to show the instructions and the robot all the way through. But I need to sort of work out how to do it. So the first part, if you look at it, there is the bit with the hands. I mean, look at that. I don't even know what that means. It's pointing to the hands, okay? We get that part. Point to the hands, not a problem. But then it sort of flips. So to me, that says, look at the hands, and then the hands will flip, right? So what we do is we look at the hands, but the hands don't flip. All the hands do is turn. They don't flip anywhere. Now they open, because that's how you put a gun in it, but they don't flip. So we're gonna try and wing it, right? So we're gonna look at the picture of the truck, which is over at that side, with the transformer, and we'll try and work out, I say we, I mean you, please help, I'm stuck. I'm so stupid I can't do a transformer. Right, so, if anybody's owned a transformer before, you'll know how to do this in about 10 seconds. So I'm partway through doing an unboxing video of this whole transformer, and I've done all the opening of it. I'm like, hey, this is what you get in the box, and this is what it looks like, and this feels really, really solid, and it's great. But I haven't finished the video because I really want to do the bit when it transforms into a truck and a battle station, but I can't because I'm an idiot. So the head, this part I worked out, that goes in there. So we're looking good. Then there's wheels, okay, we've got some wheels. We've got some wheels here. Now I'm guessing they've got to come out because they were in here, so they've got to come out. So we've got that part. Go on, chat room, help me out. How do we transform this into a truck? So we've got that part. But if you look at it, look at the front. So we can see what it looks like, right? So we're getting there. We're not getting there. I just thought I'd make it sound like I was getting there. So now we've got the wheels on the bottom, so we know that that part is going to be on the ground. So therefore, in theory, the front of the truck will be this bit, won't it? This whole red bit here. Now what we have, if we look here, we've got some windows. So I'm guessing, okay, this whole thing is guesswork, to be fair, guys and girls and dogs and cats.
And sloth.
And sloths and everybody. But I'm trying. This is where I got stuck. I mean, does it look like a truck? It doesn't really look like a truck. It looks like the truck at the end of the Spielberg movie Duel, after it went off a cliff, but it doesn't really look like a truck so far. So for those joining in the chat room, I have the instructions for this, but I can't make hide nor tail or hair of these. So I have spent about a week trying to work out how to transform this thing into an actual truck. Now, what we do here, it does bend a little bit. I mean, this is a solid piece of kit, but I'm still wary of snapping it. You don't want to break a transformer, especially not this thing. It's 160 quid. So I don't want to break it and kill it. That would not do. There's all these bits that open up and you're like, what does that do? I don't know. It's getting worse, isn't it? It's like one of them. Does anybody ever remember Rubik's snakes? They looked good, but then you faffed around with them and they just looked like a snake that'd been run over. So we're looking at this again. All red. Look. I can't even. Where's the grills? That's what we need to do. We need to find the grills on the front of the truck. But I can't even find the grills because they're not there. So if you could show me where the grills are on this thing, I'd be very, very impressed. I can see people jumping in and out of the chat room. Come on, guys and girls, help me out. Or are you just like laughing at me or something? It's cool if you are. To be fair, I probably would be as well. Because I'm in my 50s and I can't, you know, fix this toy. No, I'm stuck. How the heck do we do this? Do we? Maybe let's, ooh, maybe. Oh. You do it that way. Does that work? Does that then go up? Oh, are we getting there? No, we're stuck again. Well, that can go that way. It's getting worse, isn't it? It looks like Optimus has lost a fight somehow. And I still can't see the grill. Oh, hang on, there's another panel there. But there's nothing under it. Oh. Right, so we've got another panel with the little thingy on. I say thingy. There we go, that's the battle station. And on the truck, nope. It's not there. I cannot find the grills. It's very embarrassing not to be able to transform a transformer. But what's more embarrassing is I'm online begging you all to help me. And I don't really know any of you. But it's cool. It's nice to help a stranger. And I'm a guy in his 50s who's trying to transform a transformer, so it doesn't get much stranger than me. Let's pop this in. So we got the front of the truck, we got the front of the hood, which is the... See, that doesn't even show up. Right, this is confusing me even more. So look at the front of this transformer. I think the instructions in the picture suck. So we look at the big thing. That, to me, that looks like windows on a truck, right? Hey, Abel, in the chat room, help me out, dude. I'm struggling. In fact, you know what? Call around to my house and transform it. I'm trying to transform a transformer. Try and say that when you've been on Sherry's. So that looks like the front of a truck, doesn't it? It really does. It looks like the front of a truck. But let's look at the picture on the box. Where's that bit? It's not even on the picture. Not even there. I don't get it. I'm very, very confused. I think Hasbro are messing with me. I think they're like, we like you, but we're going to torment you a little bit. We're going to make you feel very daft. So that's that. Oh, Abel, don't tell me you don't have a clue how to do Transformers. That's not the answer I'm looking for. Come back with a different answer saying I know exactly how to transform that. You do it ABC. Apparently, it's 30 moves to transform it from a transformer robot into a truck. Now, on this video, I've done about 375 moves, and it just looks like a car wreck. So, I'm not sure on the 30 moves thing, to be honest. The good thing is I do know how to put it back into the shape of a robot. So maybe this video might actually just be me looking like an idiot. But I really do, I love this figure. I think it's great. But I can't work out how to transform this transformer. Right. It's very confusing. Very, very confusing. I've never actually owned, I've mentioned before, I've never owned a Transformer. I think in the 80s when they came out, I don't suspect they were this complicated to make. But that definitely, I mean, does that look like a truck? Yeah, I don't think it does it? I don't know what it looks like. No. Is that, yeah,
No.
finished? Oh. I think that looks like a truck.
Scorpion.
I think it looks like a sort of truck Elon Musk would now sell to people. Scorpion, that would work. A transforming Scorpion. But I just, for the life of me, I cannot work out how to transform it. Because I really want to finish this video, which it's Abel's. No, it's not Megatron. King. This is Optimus Prime. Apparently, according to the box. Anyway, I do know that much about Transformers, but I just can't work out how to transform the flipping thing into a truck. And the instructions, I mean, come on guys, look at these instructions. These are worse than like IKEA instructions. Look at them. How does that work? That's the worst instructions ever. That's like the first steps. Is this. Look at that. What does that even mean? So I kind of get up to this point. I mean, the first part I understand because it says face the robot this way. I'm alright with that one. But then when it starts like pointing to stuff and there's arrows randomly pointing at hands, and I don't get it. I do not understand it at all. So on one hand, I think this Transformer is awesome. Oh, and I've just knocked a panel off the back of its leg as well. I broke it. This was part of the thing, part of the build when it comes out of the box. So what you do is you just clip it back on, but it's probably not going to clip that back on. Oh, while I'm on a video. Oh, I did. I could do that part. Yeah, so it's probably my inexperience at owning a transformer and just not being too familiar with how these things work, and also the sheer complexity of it, and also the fact I'm stupid. But I can't work it out. But the thing is, you'll see me in a minute putting it back into the shape of a robot. I say that, you might not. This may be the new form of the transformer. It just lives in this shape. So we do, hang on a minute. Here we go. Do that. Nope, we do. Yes. And we turn it around that way. See, I'm getting it sort of back into robot form. Hey Jemima, I like it too, but I can't work out how to transform the thing, which is the reason for doing this video. Because I don't really want to go back to Hasbro and go, hey, I love this figure, which I do, but I don't know how to use it. Because that makes me sound a bit daft. Type 67 in the chat. No, don't do none of that 67 crap in this chat channel. This is a serious channel where I am trying to transform a toy. So none of your 67 stuff, or I'll just kick you. In all due respect. So we've got that. Yeah, I can actually put it back. Oh, well done. Somebody's capable of typing 6767. That's nice. Let me just have a look here. Oh, look, I can put you in timeout, Rocco, for clogging up the chat room. Bye. Right. Thank you, Jemima. I agree. People should stop saying 67. Do you not think it says a lot about the world when people get amused by the number 6 and the number 7? It's like, get a hobby. Just get a hobby. Look, and your hobby could be transforming transformers like this one. See, I've very quickly made it back into a robot. Mihan, you're being daft. What's the matter with you? Best wishes to Scotland, Captain. How are you? Are you any good with transformers? So instead of you lot typing 67 in the chat room, how about you try and get me some assistance in how to transform this? I was born in Scotland, by the way, Captain, so therefore, we were born in the same country, so therefore, that means legally, you've got to help me transform this transformer. Hello, Sir Galactic. I am doing all right, thank you. Other than the fact I don't know how to transform this into a truck. Even though I have a picture of what it should look like. And I even have instructions, but the instructions are kind of complicated. I'm going to try and avoid saying the instructions suck. Just because I can't follow them doesn't mean they suck, but maybe they do. Just can't work out how to transform this wonderful figure into a truck. It does. I'm going to give you a bit of information on this anyway. So this is £159. Thank you, Sir Galactic. Thank you. Thank you. Please do subscribe. I don't necessarily do all my videos where I'm just being an absolute moron and I can't transform a toy. I do all sorts of unboxing videos and podcast, movie chat and reviews and all. There's a whole, if you're a geek, just hang out my channel. It's great. Watch some stuff. I can do screensavers in there. But this is a one-off. Thank you, Sir Galactic. Much appreciated. Other than helping me transform this, you got any plans for the new year? So yeah, so this is £159. Thank you, Abel, for sending me the link. I will check that out. So it's £159 for this transformer. It is a really nice figure, to be fair. I'm going to give you the size. It's about 12, just over 12 inches. Is that 12 inches? I don't know. I always thought 12 inches was different, but never mind. Right. Comes from Hasbro, came out early, came out pretty recently, to be fair. And I was very, very excited because I've never owned a Transformer before. I've owned lots and lots of geek toys. I mean, you can see some of them behind me. I've even got some Clerks figures up there. I've got a Pinhead figure. There's some Hasbro Spider-Man stuff there. The Lego, what do you call it? What do you call it in it? Lego, the house. What is it? On the top of the shelf.
Oh, it's just a garage.
A Lego garage, just a garage. The Lego, just a garage. Some Star Wars stuff. So I love geeky stuff. And so I got very excited when I received this for Christmas. And my plan was to do an unboxing video, which would last about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I would be able to put it online and everybody could see how cool these things were. And I did the unboxing video. And then I got stuck trying to transform it into the figure, into the truck, and also into the battle station. And so I've not managed to put that video out yet. So obviously on the back of the box it shows you. So that's the figure. And it also transforms into a truck with 30 moves. And then with like another 30 odd moves, it transforms into a battle station and all that sort of stuff. This is within the Optimus Prime itself. It's a very small truck. It's held within the leg, so is that figure. And so I was very, very excited to do the video, but then kind of struggled doing it. So that's why the unboxing video itself has not gone out on my channel as yet. Are Hasbro going to be okay if I don't include that part in it? I guess so. Because it's honest. I am kind of struggling as to how to transform it. I even went onto YouTube probably about a week ago and typed in how to transform Optimus Prime, and somebody done a short of it, but it was a really short as they are, and it was too fast and I couldn't work out even from the video how to do it. And my plan was to learn how to transform this into a truck, do a nice slow video showing it off, showing how great it is and how easy it is to transform from one thing into the next. And then people out there who also are daft like me could watch that video and then be happy in the knowledge that they've transformed a robot into a battle station or a truck. But I haven't successfully managed to do this yet. There is only so long that I could stand here going, here's a robot that doesn't transform into a truck. But my suspicion is that the picture on the back of the box doesn't quite look like what this Optimus is. Because there's things that I see on this that don't appear on the photograph, and then there's things on the photograph that don't seem to be on Optimus Prime himself. But that could just well be because there's some weird folds in here that I haven't managed to work out what to use yet. I mean, on the back there's a little blue thing. What does that even do? No idea. I'm guessing actually that's where the gun sits, because there is a gun somewhere that I took off and put somewhere. I don't know where. It's around somewhere. Hey Chris, how are you, Chris? So it's an odd one. See, my wish, and I know it's £159, so it's not cheap. I mean, it's impressive, but the old argument, is it worth £159? Well, it's worth £159 if you're happy to pay £159 for it, have it on your shelf. So that's an easy answer. That's an answer for you to decide. I was hoping that there'd be like a button where I just push a button and it transforms itself, but I guess that would probably cost more than £159 to have a self-transforming transformer. But there is so many moving parts to it. So there's all this at the back. I mean, I don't know what that does. Who knows? I ain't got a clue. We can, let me try and move the iPad down a little bit now. So we've got that. We're going to give it another go. Guys. So we turn it round. Let's put that up there. So you can tell when you're doing something that you're not supposed to. See, Chris, you say it's a cool transformer, but it's not doing much transforming because I can't work out how to transform the flipping thing. So we pull that down. That's great. We know that part. Brilliant. We've got that. I've just knocked one of his ears off, so that's great. Thankfully, they go back on relatively easy. So we just pop his ear on. That's quite undignified. Optimus should always have 2 ears. There we go. See? Ears back on. Very happy. Right, so we pull that front down and then these come out. That is great. That is an easy part. Then the head goes down and the head height and the other ear falls off. Oh, actually guys, it's the same ear. Don't worry about it. So put the ear back on. I don't have a laugh track on this video. I do have Annette over the other side laughing at me because I've been trying to do this thing for like nearly 2 weeks now.
That's a bad Blue Peter sketch.
It is, it's like a really bad Blue Peter sketch. So, that goes in there. And then I'm guessing, it makes no sense that these wheels would go back in, does it? So the wheels have got to stay out. Slew, I got this from Hasbro. So if you look at Hasbro Pulse, you can pick it up. Just don't ask me how to help you transform it, dude, because I don't know. This is what I'm trying to work out. So, put that in there. And then we've got that part. So we've hidden the head, so we're getting there. We are getting there. Chris, I did have a good Christmas. Fighting off colds, but eating lovely food. And watching lots of movies and podcasting and playing video games and stuff. I'm trying to work out how to transform this. Right, so we do that, we do this. Now on the picture, if you have a look, see where the truck is, we can see that the guns are on the top, right? So the guns are together. But the problem is, the guns are on the top of that. So how? Oh, Abel, Annette is laughing at my attempt. Totally. Chris, Abel is somebody I used to work with. He's great. But trying to... So we got that. We turn that around that way. So we've got wheels. And we have wheels on the bottom. But the problem is... Oh, actually, hang on. No. We could do that and then we turn the gun around. So we're slowly getting there, guys. Or are we? The problem is, because it changes into a robot and a battle station, is I don't know whether what I'm doing is making it into a battle station or... And let's do that. So we got that gun on the top there. It still doesn't look like a truck. I mean, look at it. Come on, that doesn't even... Does that make sense? I don't know. It doesn't. So then what we can do is if we turn up that part up and up. Oh, I've just made it. I've made it dance. So we're... I mean, look, that doesn't even look like a... Get the flipper. That doesn't even look like a truck. I mean, it's... Is it getting there? Well, it's more like a spaceship, to be fair. I don't know, Abel, if I'm supposed to take the arms off.
No, it just looks like a transformer that's flying instead of...
It does. It looks like a flying transformer, doesn't it? Or a mobile home. But no, I don't think you would take the arms off, because then if you think about it in the regards of a movie, then it's not going to pop its arms off, is it? And then put them somewhere else because it can't, because it's popped its arms off. So I suspect that there's no snapping of arms. I've got another set of wheels here, for God's sake. I mean, there's wheels on the top. What's all that about? This should be on the bottom. But the problem... Do you know when you get something and you go, I'm just going to give up and just keep it as a robot? Kind of getting to that point. It doesn't really look much different than it did a few minutes ago than the fact his head's disappeared. They're not easy to I mean, I've got another little flap there for some reason. Flaps everywhere, guys. Flaps everywhere. Ow. Don't even know. Oops, that goes there. But it still, that looks nothing. Where the silver blue side at the front, does the arms push forward towards that? So, with a silver blue side at the front, this part, this bit. Really didn't think this through, did I really? Because it's like, oh, we've got some little wing things there. It's very odd. Oh, I've just snapped that off. All right. I've just knocked one of the little flaps off, it's fine. Did that last week, so I remember I put them on. The thing is, you know, you could just give this to like a 5-year-old kid who'll just go, done. Because that's generally what they do now, isn't it? Whereas us adults struggle like that. So, I can't work it out, guys. It's don't quite get it. There's wheels on the bottom, that is great. But then there's another set of wheels that make no sense. I think I might have to just give it up as a bit of a bad job, I think, and just keep it as a robot, I think. But in all honesty, I would rather keep it as a Transformer robot than have it as a truck anyway, because people are going to walk in your house, just random people who just walk in your house, you know, and just look at it and go, that's a robot, but you don't want them to walk in and go, that's a truck. The Transformer is more impressive. I'm now trying to build it back as a robot, which thankfully I've got that part down to a T, other than knocking his ears off every 5 minutes, of course. But I could easily get it back into the Optimus Prime part, because that's quite easy. It's just everything else. Look, back as a robot now. And I'm going to put his gun back on, because he needs it. Let's do that. So I don't know if anybody here has ever owned a Transformer before. This is my first. I do like it, despite the fact I can't transform it into what it's meant to go into. But I do still think it's a great piece of kit. And it feels, I can't sort of tell you how solid it feels. I did show it to someone over Christmas and they looked at it and went, yeah, it looks very cartoony though. And I'm like, well, I think that's the point. It's not supposed to be a Transformer from the Michael Bay movies. It is in fact supposed to be a Transformer from either Transformers 1 that just came out, or the animated movie. So it's meant to look the way it does. So I do have somewhere. There we go. I have the big gun. And the muzzle flare's just fallen off the other gun. That's great. Thank you. So we do there. You can open the hand easy enough. Put the muzzle flare on. Just put that on there. So it is a great piece of kit, I think. I mean, it does look pretty good on my shelf, and it now lives behind in this gap. So when I'm doing all these podcasts and stuff, it lives there and can keep an eye on people in the chat room. So anybody comes in that starts baffling that 6-7 stuff, I'm just going to unleash Optimus Prime on you and he'll just blast you out of the chat room, because that's what he does. He is the guardian of my galaxy. So I do love it. I think it's solid. I think it's very easy to put together out of the box. I love the way it's packaged in the box. My main issue is my own intelligence, is the instructions that come with it that aren't exactly explanatory on how to do that. So Abel, you're a genius, right? So Abel in the chat, King Abel, I'm gonna call him. You get knighted for that if it works. Has sent me a video on, or a video link on how to transform it into a truck. So I'm gonna sort of end this live stream relatively soon. I might keep it going for a few more minutes just to have a chat with you guys. And then I'm gonna go watch that video, and then if I do manage to transform it into a truck. Abel, do you know what? If I do my video and I manage to transform it into a truck successfully because of that video, I'm shouting you out in the video. I'll give you a credit. And I'm going to be sending that video to Hasbro, so Hasbro will know who you are. So yeah, it's great. I love it. It looks good on my shelf. It can go alongside some of my other Hasbro stuff. So my Spider-Man figures, which there's a Spider-Man here. This was like my level of toyness. I got this from Hasbro like a year ago, and it was a transforming Venom and Spider-Man figure. So I built it all up, and it was very easy to build together. You just sort of put the glove on here, and these tentacles you just clipped on the back. But I couldn't work out how to transform it. I'm like, well, what does it transform into? And I looked on the back, and there's a couple of little buttons there. And I'm like, well, maybe it's that. So I'm pressing these buttons, and I'm like, well, nothing's happening on this. What's going? Does it need batteries? Does it need batteries? And so for like 15 to 20 minutes, I'm trying to work out how to transform this Spider-Man figure into Venom, and then accidentally, I just pressed on the arm. You ready? Watch. Let's see if this shows. Oh, look, it's filled with liquid. So it transforms from Spider-Man. Oops, I've just got his tentacle caught in the thing there. So it transforms from Spider-Man into Venom just by holding down on the arm. And that was like 20 minutes it took me to work that out. So I'm not shocked that I am struggling a little bit with how to transform a Transformer. I'm going to show some of my other Hasbro stuff that I've got. I haven't got it all here. Some of it is in another room. But I have some more Spider-Man things, which I have. Oops. That bang was a box of stationery. I've just knocked it all over the floor. So, great. Right, so what we have here is a Miles Morales Spider-Man figure. Again, sorry for the mirrored image. It's just when you go live on YouTube, it somehow shows you it the wrong way around. But that's pretty cool. Miles Morales one. Doesn't transform, but does look pretty cool on the shelf. Feels very solid as well. Very solid. They don't feel flimsy. That's one of the things I love about Hasbro. There's many things, but I do like the fact that they don't feel like if you drop them, a leg's going to fly off. So, relatively posable. So, like arms, legs, you can even make him do a Van Damme kick if you want to make him like have a fight, which is great. The head does not turn, but does sort of move ever so slightly. Probably a bit like having the actual costume on. So we have the Miles Morales figure. It's a bit like an advert for Hasbro, this, isn't it? You'll love it. Hasbro, sponsor me. Send me stuff. They'll be like, we're never sending you another Transformer because you can't even transform them. You dumbass. Right, the next one I have got is Spider-Man, the Spider-Man figure, which is exactly the same size as Miles Morales. Looks like Venom sort of took over him a little bit because, you know, you got that going there. Very similar to the other one where it's posable, kicks, etc. So you don't have to worry about him falling over on a shelf. That's great. And then somewhere in this house I have a Spider-Man Venomous Rex. Don't know where. It's somewhere. Probably in one of the other rooms. I don't live it. I don't. And then the final one I have is Venom, which I've yet to see the third Venom movie. I enjoyed the first two, but I have not seen that one. Nice little flexy tongue there. Don't know what Venom gets up to with that. I don't ask, and he does not tell me. So we've got these three really cool figures, which are all, I think they're probably, let's measure them. Yeah, they're about 12 inches as well, so it's similar size to no, it's not the same size as Optimus. Miles smaller. I don't know. Right, so we got these. That's great. So I have those. The reason they're still in boxes is A, to keep them relatively safe, but I also, at the minute, I'm kind of lacking shelf space, but I'm also, we have a cat in the house. And if you leave things lying around, the cat tends to, you know, get them. What else have I got Hasbro-wise to hand? My favourite Star Wars figures are these, which is the Stormtrooper and the Rebel Trooper. They're pretty good. And does his helmet come off? See, that's the thing. I remember when I got this, I'm like, do I pull the helmet off? But then if you do it too strong, and me, clearly I'm strong, then I would pull its head off. So, but the detail on these Star Wars figures, pretty impressive. I'm trying to work out where the camera is on the iPad. There we go. Get in focus. So they're pretty good. So these look great on the shelf. Now, if I remember rightly enough, yeah, his helmet comes off, the Rebel. So you can have it that way, or you can just put that on. So we have a few. So I have a whole bunch of Hasbro stuff kicking around the house, but my main, the newest one to my collection is the Optimus Prime, which I do love. I think maybe, but I am going to watch that video that you sent me, Abel, so much appreciated for that. I think it will probably live as a robot on my shelf. So, there we go. But yeah, so thank you for the attempt. I mean, has this live chat been a success? Well, if Abel has sent me a good link and I can now learn how to transform it into a truck, then absolutely it has been a success. I've also enjoyed a bunch of you jumping in and jumping out of the chat room. I'm going to be doing more of these, not with Transformers obviously, because my head would hurt. But I'm going to do more of these sort of impromptu live podcasts going forward into 2026, just to have a chat and see how you're all doing. And I know that we also have another YouTube channel. I'm going to move this iPad ever so slightly, just to show you what is asleep on this bed. Look at that. How cute is Oscar? Can you see him? Oscar the cat there. Hello. He's woke up. He's woke up. No, he's gone back to sleep. He doesn't care about you all. Oh, bless him. But Oscar generally sleeps to my right-hand side when I'm podcasting. I don't know if that's feedback, that he just gets bored and I make him go to sleep or not. I don't really care. But all is good. I have a whole bunch of unboxing videos to do over the next few days. I have started doing some of those on the YouTube channel as well. But I felt the need to jump on, show off this Optimus Prime, and also to try and work out how to transform it. So as I've said a few times in this video, I do love it. I think this Optimus Prime is great. I think it's top quality. It feels solid. Doesn't feel like you're going to break it, although I am still nervous about snapping a panel that isn't meant to snap. So there's that concern. I just think the ease of transforming it into a truck is a little bit complicated for me, in general, for everybody of course. But it does transform back into a robot pretty easy. So I tend to get stuck and then head back to the beginning. So as you can see, now back in robot form. So as we're rounding out these final days of 2026, 2025 even, don't even know what year it is, it's been one of those. Final days of 2025, I hope everybody's had a good Christmas, few days off, Hanukkah, whatever you do, just enjoy some days off, chill out, watch some movies. I've watched 173 films this year, which is more than some people, but a lot less than others. My favourite film of the year was F1. which I knew was my favourite film when I saw it at the cinema straight away, and I rewatched it last week just to see if in fact it was still my favourite film. And guess what? It is. So I'm gonna sign off in a second. Watch that video that Sir Abel has sent me. You know, Sir. I'll have a word with King Charles. Sort that out for you. I'll be in the post. And yep, definitely Abel. I have not forgot about the Stranger Things finale on Thursday. So far, I've really enjoyed this batch of episodes, or the 2 batches that we've had from season 5. And then also I've been reading a lot of the feedback online where people are grumpy about it, and get a grip, guys, girls, whatever. It's like, really? So the internet just gets mad about everything, doesn't it? But I've really enjoyed this batch. I think it might be my favourite season so far, and we are in a position to say that because over the past 2-3 months we've done a full rewatch of the entire run of Stranger Things in order to watch season 5, so we've watched them all pretty fresh. I think so far, I think season 5 for me has been the best one.
1 and 5 for me.
1 and 5 for Annette. Oscar, what do you like? He don't care, he's asleep, right? He's not bothered. He likes sleepy things. And can they wrap it all up in a 2-hour finale? That is the question. I'm sure the internet will explode with its anger, whinging and complaining about bits and pieces like it normally does. But you know what? I don't care, because I'm going to watch it, I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to get back to play with my Transformer. So I hope you all have a wonderful new year, and I look forward to seeing many of you in the channel. If you've got any topics you want me to cover, just drop a comment somewhere. I'll pick them up. Trust me, I don't get that many comments, so I will definitely not miss yours. And yeah, I will chat to you all soon. Take care, and all the best for 2026. Bye bye.